forget that no matter how powerful you become. I miss you, mate.
Hey everybody, welcome back to AR Movie Memos, powered by the AR Report. Today we are diving deep into the absolute deep end of the MCU with a full spoiler review for Spider-Man Brand New Day. I just walked out of the theater and man, I had to immediately jump on here and share my thoughts, feelings, and theories about what we just witnessed and where the future of Marvel Studios is headed. If you haven't seen the film yet, turn back now because we are jumping straight into spoiler territory. From the very first frame, Spider-Man Brand New Day establishes itself as a true comic book movie in every sense of the word. Right off the bat, early on in the film, we are treated to Spider-Man's iconic rogues gallery. While I do wish we could have spent just a little bit more time with some of these classic villains, what we did get was nothing short of fantastic. The interactions and scenes featured characters I never in a million years thought we would actually see sharing the screen together in a single narrative. One of the absolute highlights for me was seeing Spider-Man and the Punisher share the screen. Their dynamic felt like it was ripped straight off the pages of a classic Marvel comic, or lifted right out of the legendary 90s Spider-Man, the animated series. The banter back and forth while working together, as well as those quieter, character-driven conversations between action set pieces, added so much weight and authenticity to their relationship. Speaking of wild team-ups, seeing Spidey and Frank Castle join forces to face off against the Hulk was pure insanity. Seeing those three iconic figures on the big screen at the same time is something I never thought would happen in live action. The highlight of this conflict was the one-on-one throwdown between Spider-Man and the Hulk. The choreography, speed, and weight of that fight genuinely felt like watching a live-action version of Marvel vs. Capcom. The action sequences throughout the film draw heavy inspiration from the modern Marvel's Spider-Man video game series. You can clearly feel that influence in the brutal hand-to-hand combat against the Hand, as well as the exhilarating camera work as Spidey swings through New York City, leaping from rooftop to rooftop with effortless momentum. To ground this story, the film introduces a really compelling dynamic between Peter Parker and Bruce Banner. As Peter begins dealing with a terrifying mutation altering his body, he seeks out Banner, who is currently working as a university professor. I loved this creative direction. It cleverly mirrors the classic relationship Peter historically shares with Dr. Curtis Connors, the Lizard, a brilliant biologist who turned himself into a monster attempting to regenerate his arm, a dynamic we've seen adapted in cartoons and the Amazing Spider-Man films. By swapping Connors for Bruce Banner, the filmmakers created a fresh meeting of the minds. Given that Peter and Bruce/Hulk never had a meaningful, direct interaction in previous MCU team-up films, establishing this mentor-like scientific connection first makes their eventual explosive throwdown hit that much harder emotionally and narrative-wise. Then comes the massive, game-changing reveal. The mysterious hooded figure guiding events from the shadows is none other than Jean Grey. This moment officially introduces mutants into the main landscape of the cinematic universe. While we've known the X-Men were eventually coming, Seeing Jean Grey fully integrated here confirms everything fans have been waiting for. What makes this even more fascinating is how the film lays the groundwork for the wider universe. Peter creates a specialized device to control his own physical mutation. When he ultimately uses that technology on Jean, it opens up massive world-building questions. How will this mutation-suppressing tech be weaponized moving forward? You can immediately see how figures like William Metzger of Damage Control, Bolivar Trask, Graydon Creed, and anti-mutant government factions will leverage this technology, directly setting up the political and biological conflicts that define the X-Men universe. Finally, let's talk about that game-changing post-credits scene, which ties directly into Avengers Doomsday. In the stinger, we see Ned using the tracking app he developed to locate Spider-Man. The app reveals that Peter hasn't just disappeared from Manhattan, he is no longer on the planet entirely. This strongly suggests Peter has been pulled off to Battleworld or caught in another reality ahead of the adaptation of the iconic 1984 Secret Wars storyline. This is almost certainly where Peter will acquire his legendary all-black symbiote suit. It also sets up a potential pass to the multiverse post-credits tease from years ago, finally putting Spider-Man on a direct collision course with Venom. Spider-Man: Brand New Day delivers an action-packed comic book spectacle that balances incredible fan service with genuine, long-term narrative setup for the MCU's Mutant saga and the upcoming Avengers events. What did you all think of the movie? What are your personal theories for where Peter, Jean Grey, and the MCU are headed next? Drop your thoughts down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. This has been AR Movie Memos, powered by the AR Report. Until next time, catch you later.